There's a problem in our learning community with taking a risk. We're trying to get the children to understand that learning is about taking risks, and you don't always get it right. And you have to be brave and say something that might not be correct, and then your friends around you need to be supportive of the fact that you've had a go rather than only celebrating getting the answer right.
Connecting learners who are struggling in their learning is really important, because they're probably not connecting at the same level as kids who are highly successful in learning. Manufacturing connections so that they are learning laterally off each other is a really important skill.
We are very focused on the priority learners, so we're looking at the children that aren't achieving at standard. And I started having a conversation with them about my concerns. I said, look, I'm most worried about this group that's not doing as well as we think you should be. What's going on for you? Do you want to work on this with us? And how can we? That's what the Learning and Change has taught me, that students have a voice. And it felt morally wrong to not take it to them, to have the conversation around them and not include them in it was kind of indefensible now. And it was quite hard to talk to them about that, but honest. They were quite shocked that I was telling them this news, and there were a few tears in the eyes, and one wee boy defended his writing and got his book out to show me that actually he didn't have a problem at all. For the first time probably we've asked them what learning is like for them, and you could kind of see the bewilderment on their faces. What do you mean, what's learning like for me? What is it that she wants from me? It was really hard to get away from them trying to please us with their answer.
It's kind of boring when you don't have ideas.
Okay, so the ideas have been the problem? Really tough to get some honesty. And I found it quite tricky in that they don't know what they don't know. Well, none of us do, but they don't know the options or the alternative. They only know what they've had experience of, and that's lovely, but it doesn't help us make a shift.
There are various types of engagement. There's cognitive engagement, behavioural, social engagement, and of course the emotional engagement as well.
Okay, they're going to be really intrigued because they will want to know what you're talking about.
All of these aspects of engagement are important, and there are many social and psychological reasons why people may or may not be engaged, which are a key part of this project. And I think that the digging deeper and finding out more about the child and knowing about connections, knowing about family practice culture has made a big difference to understanding how to relate to a student and to have a curriculum that is relevant to their life.
That first conversation was still the challenge of getting past them trying to please me and give me the answers that I wanted. We're still discussing, we're still talking and working with them on how things can be better and what it's going to take to change their achievement picture.
You've kept it at so creatively.
I think they're feeling heard because there's been deep investigation into what the situation's like for them, so they've had the chance to air their point of view and they've been listened to. And then the next step has kind of organically come from that.